It's your girl, JV, High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2021, baby. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. For daily readings, check out my Instagram, justj_everything. This Mercury retrograde is fucking with me so hard, y'all. Anyway, so bear with the stutters. And my website, justjeverything.com. The Emperor keeps fucking flat. Emperor and Strength, so Aries and Leo, interesting, keep flashing out. And that makes sense because my notes are all about your collision with Martian energy, essentially. This season, there's not many astrological notes for you guys, because it's very much so, as per usual, about spirit, about flow, but this time around it's like really about fun. It's also about, there could be some hedonistic kind of situations, or really like going for what you want. Maybe like putting the self-sacrificing, nurturing, motherly thing on the back burner for a season. And like, do what you want to do. Doing it your way. On October 6th is the new moon in Libra. And that new moon is going to have the sun, the moon, and Mars all conjunct in Libra. And so there is this like purification by fire, trial by fire, through the fire or the flood. Either way, your choice. But this is very much so like a blast off. And it can manifest as like a surge of energy. You just may like want to be out, want to be social, may get aggressive, may get really sexual. Like you may surprise yourself in some way. And then especially with that Mars conjunction, that's like a little cherry bomb on top, basically. Interestingly enough, and then on October 20th is the full moon in Aries, and it's another fiery boost. Releasing the past and releasing old grudges is just like, please, letting go of shit with ease. It's easy for you to let go, easy for you to move on, for you to really have that mindset of like, don't be a groupie, keep it moving. There's definitely going to be great chemistry with people with, there will be great chemistry between you and people with Aries and Scorpio placements right now. So things can get really intense or intensify or hot and heavy or explosive. Either way, feel it out. And have some fucking fun. First card out, 7 of Swords. Interesting. First card out to be clarified on the Selenite throne. It's time to walk away from going back and forth and walk away from indecision. If something feels off, it is. If there's something that you need to say it. If you need to create distance from someone, but you're feeling guilty or you're scared to leave this job out of betrayal or scared to distance your relationship, or you're dealing with something that feels like a betrayal or feels like a lie or feel like you've been taken from, understand that it's important that you acknowledge these emotions, acknowledge these situations. There may be some weird situation with someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, but either way, what you don't need to be doing is going back and forth about it anymore. Vacillating is what we will not be doing anymore. That fucking fly is just bothersome. And so maybe there's something around that's bothersome and you're or a situation that's really triggering you to tap into your willpower and get your ass in motion, because it doesn't have to be a betrayal. It can really be a breakthrough, Cancer. So hydrate, light it if you got it. Empty your lungs though. Do that first. gonna take a really big breath. Breathe in that cardinal Libra air, because we're asking for the most useful, helpful, divinely aligned messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2021. You may have a hard time communicating. You may be having a hard time articulating your feelings. The cards are being very reticent with you. And so, what do you need to exit? Some of you, I just heard exit stage left. What do you need to be done with, Cancer? There may be some legalities or policies and procedures that feel like a betrayal. Like just shit that you're like, I cannot believe I have to deal with this. 4 of Cups, which is Moon in Cancer. And honestly, what this is an opportunity in Libra season. Like I said, you can really let go of grudges. Interesting how he's like turning away. Like you can look back. Don't be Lot's wife and look back and turn into a pillar of salt. Don't hold on to these grudges. It's important for you to understand that you need to use these powerful moon phases to release the past, to release the angst, because you could be really you could be making moves and being motivated from trauma or from pain and not even realize it. You could be keeping yourself really guarded from people and not even realize it. The Sun, the Page of Pentacles reversed, and the High Priestess reversed. And I'm telling you, these full moons, especially this new moon, both the new moon and the new moon in Libra on October 6th and the full moon in Aries on October 20th are going to show you all of the nooks and crannies and all the little ways that you have been putting yourself off in some way. You may have been, everything is going to be revealed. Sun at the center of the reading, so there may be somebody with Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising that is really important to you. We'll clarify it in the plunge, or they may be like the light of your life, the center of the attention, as Leos all tend to be. They may be deeply in your heart, but there may be some new start in your relationship. There may be some miscommunications that create distance, or you may be seeing something about yourself, seeing something about people, seeing something about this Leo, about maybe learning something coming to light about money, about your ability to reinvent yourself. I also feel like there's things coming to light that are showing you how you've put yourself on the back burner in some way, how you've ignored your intuition. You may be turning a blind eye to something. There may be somebody else with Cancer, Pisces, or there may be somebody else with Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements that is not themselves, or they don't see things the way that you do, or you don't see eye to eye, or we're going to look at this in the plunge because this looks juicy. 8 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. The pace is picking up. This is cardinal air. And for you to be cardinal water, you don't mind the speed. You don't mind the gumption. You don't mind the initiatory kind of spirit. What is hard is that it's like the air. You have your water, you're this substance, and you don't have anything to like latch onto here. And so it could be a lot of effort, a lot of just like uphill kind of like, what do I do? How do I feel? You may have a hard time connecting. You may have a hard time even like thinking clearly. And 7 of Swords being this the only Swords card out, but it's the first one out. And so your mental faculties may be impacted. Your speech may be off. You may catch yourself saying things that reveal some old programming from your mother or your childhood, or an old like PTSD from a boss, or from like maybe you were in the military or something of that nature. There is this it's like this like, oh, that's how it feels like. It's like things coming to light, things making sense. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements that is really reminding you of the past. You could be really seeing the way that you're closed off, or you being guarded or closed off in some way is really acting as a disservice for you, Cancer. And the sun is going to come out. The sun is actually opposing Chiron retrograde in Aries right, like probably now. And there is this illumination, this aha moment. But don't trust and believe. The sun at the center of the reading is amazing. This is success. This is happiness. This is fun. This is childlike joy and wonder and curiosity and folly and fuck and heat. Also, if you don't want to have a baby, be careful. Wrap it up. Do what you got to do, because you may be kind of fertile. And you don't want to be in a situation where you have to make some decisions that you don't necessarily want to make right now. So if you're sexually active, be careful, because it could just be fertile. There could be things coming to light. There also could be things coming to light about children that you have, children from the past, situations with your father, things being healed. I feel like encounters with the Father, things that have kept you from like investing in yourself or presenting yourself in a certain way. You may be really, there are some opportunities for you to really see a whole nother side of yourself. Other people are starting to see another side of yourself, because you're opening up and being more vulnerable with very specific people, it seems like. And it's healthy for you to put yourself in a position where you feel strong enough to be open with people and vulnerable. And like, no matter what, it's like you feel safe to be that, no matter, even if they were like, okay, cool. It's like, I know I'm cool. Like, I'm good. I got this. And it's like, important for you to understand that you need to share yourself. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Allow yourself to experience love, to experience joy, to experience fun. Because it looks like you're really in a safe position to do so, to open your heart more and to be well received, and you will be well loved back. Don't be afraid of not being that version of yourself that you always want people to think that you are. Authenticity matters most. Getting to your heart, showing your heart matters most. And when you get in the position where you like finally encounter and realign with your heart, you may have some sort of ego death, and it'll put you in a position where you're really humbled, and you're going to start making better decisions. You're going to start making decisions that really foster a healthier self-worth. You making decisions and doing activities that that nurture your physical body. And then it's like the energy starts to come back, and then you can really attack what's been going on with your spirit body and your spirituality, and have you detached too much. What needs to start over again? What do you need to get more of a devotional practice? Do you need to get more consistent? There's something that you're needing to get more studious and methodical and consistent about. And that thing ultimately is getting back to you, Cancer. You being yourself. It's time to be like consistent about being you, and you being you in your fullness, in your wholeness. I do feel like there are deep childhood wounds coming up, issues with children, issues with mothers, with fathers, and it's not even like issues, it could just be challenges where there are a lot of opportunities to learn, a lot of character development here, and time and opportunity to get out of survival mode and to really start thriving as you are. I love you. You got this. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.